auspicious, may we live the entire length of our allotted life, hale and hearty, offering our praises unto thee. May Indra the ancient and the famous, Pusan the all-knowing, the Lord of swift motion, Vayu, who saves us from all harms, and Brihaspati, who protects the spiritual wealth in us, bless us with the intellectual strength to understand the scriptures and the heroic heart to follow the teachings.
Okay, so remember we were going to do 2 verses of the Sthita Prajna means person with steady wisdom. So the question was raised, last time, 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, that how do we recognize people who are self-realized? Right. So Krishna Bhagwan has given a lot of, so I thought this is the reason we want to do that, because that's our goal. Right. We just, like you said, we just don't want to become intellectual. We want to have a journey. Yeah. So we did 2 verses already. So basically, Krishna Bhagwan, Arjun had asked. The question was, I'll just read the English translation because that will, for the people who were not here.
You can repeat that here.
Which page is that?
No, this is Bhagavad Gita. So Arjun asked that, what, O Keshava, is the description of him who has steady wisdom? Steady wisdom is like, jiski buddhi sthir ho gayi ho. Who is merged in the super conscious state. So that's what you're looking at, self-realized person. How does one of steady wisdom speak? How does he sit? How does he walk? This is like a symbolism of how does he behave in the world. So Bhagwan ne bola, jo humne already kar liya, I'll just tell the English translation. When a man completely casts off, O Partha is Arjun, all the desire of the mind and is satisfied in the self, by the self, then he is said to be one of steady wisdom. मतलब वो इतना establish हो गया उस ब्रह्मन में कि उसको
no desires left.
Exactly. अगर वो जो दुनिया में काम करता है वो अपनी desire के लिए नहीं करता है, वो लोक कल्याण के लिए करता है basically. Because उसको पूरा खजाना मिल गया, वो बांट रहा है. That's the whole idea about it, behind it. And then the next verse that we finished was, he whose mind is not shaken by adversity, who does not hanker after pleasure, who is free from attachment, fear and anger, is called a sage of steady wisdom. So I think in nutshell, how we get disturbed by adversities, because he knows something higher is there. And who does not hanker after pleasure. So हम लोग को मुझे ये मिल जाएगा तो मुझे खुशी मिल जाएगी, something like that, He doesn't do all that. He's free from attachment. हमारे 1000 attachments होते हैं. He knows he's free. Fear and anger is part of attachment, actually. It's a side effect of attachment, fear and anger. So those are the 2 verses we did. So the next one, he's saying, he who is everywhere without attachment, on meeting with anything good or bad, who neither rejoices nor hates, his wisdom is fixed. So here I think basically, and you guys can elaborate more, whoever has done it.
Actually वो body consciousness में एकदम नहीं है का.
That
जो है वो body consciousness है नहीं
है.
Body consciousness होएगी तो तुमको desire भी होएगा, attachment भी होएगा, गुस्सा भी आएगा, सब कुछ होएगा. वो body consciousness से थोड़ा ऊपर उठ गया है. He is living like a witness.
Yes, exactly.
So उसको वो देख सकता है अलग से. Adversity भी अगर आए तो वो अलग से देखेगा कि ये ऊपर नीचे तो इसका स्वभाव ही है. तो वो तो होएगा ही.
तो उसको मतलब
मैं तो उससे जुदा हूँ.
Exactly. Real और unreal में उसको फर्क मालूम है कि भाई ये world transient है और consciousness steady है और मैं consciousness हूँ तो मैं like you said मैं देख रहा हूँ कि ऊपर नीचे जा रहा है. That's a very good way.
Are you working today?
So
so what time?
Then how does he behave? Because main thing उसका
No,
question
after
था.
4 anytime is okay, yeah.
How does he
So I'll
behave?
text you. Yeah.
So on meeting with anything good or bad, he neither rejoices nor hates. Because हम लोग का क्या हाल होता है? Judge करना शुरू कर देते हैं.
Yeah, I'll do that.
ये बुरा है, वो अच्छा है. लेकिन उसको मालूम है कि everything is originating from there, just a play of this universe.
Okay.
And good and bad is more in our mind. हम लोग को जो बुरा लगता है किसी को अच्छा लगता है, right? So judgment वो नहीं करता, वो किसी को सुधारने की कोशिश कर सकता है उसकी भलाई के लिए मे बी, लेकिन हम लोग के कैसे एकदम हेट हो जाती है हम लोग के दिल में, वो नहीं होती उसके दिल में. हम लोग टेररिस्ट को देखते हैं तो हम लोग बोलते हैं ओ इसको तो बस वी हेट हिम एंड दिस एंड दैट. बट आई हैव हर्ड somebody like Shri Ravi Shankar and all, he says वो जाके बात करते हैं उनसे, because he's trying to wake the goodness in them. And we have heard stories of people changing, so that's where this is coming from. So his wisdom is fixed. That's the next verse. And उदासीन. So उदासीन का कभी कभी लोग गलत मीनिंग बता देते हैं, because like चिन्मयानंद जी says उदासीन बोला तो कोई बोला कि बड़ा डिप्रेस्ड है वो, उसको तो कोई फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता. But it's not
उदास हो गया.
Yeah, I'm just saying that word is there in Bhagavad Gita, उदासीन. But the real meaning is कि वो उसको इतना joy है वहाँ पे जहाँ पर वो है कि उसको ये छोटी छोटी चीजों से भी फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता है. हम लोग को लग रहा है oh why is he not reacting to the world, अरे उसको खजाना मिला उसको क्या फर्क पड़ने वाला है,
Yeah, so any adverts में कोई earthquake आ गया, fire आ गया, he is not disturbed.
Yeah, नहीं लोगों में भी कोई, और यार अपने जिंदगी में जो adversities आती है बच्चों के साथ, family के साथ, we get so disturbed, he is more steady, so. And so the next one more we will do from here and then we will move on. This is a good one, that it says, when like the tortoise which withdraws on all sides its limbs, he withdraws his senses from the sense objects, then his wisdom becomes steady. तो ये नहीं उसने शरीर धारण किया हुआ है तो उसको भी असर होगा. When all the indriyas bring stuff, he is gonna, so when the right time comes and he thinks that oh danger आ गया अभी तो too much मेरे को शायद affect हो सकता है, so then he withdraws his senses. And once we learned even in Mandukya, and you guys may have learned it, that indriyas are like always running out, and it is still at the level of matter. It is away from consciousness, right?
Yeah,
it's not
he
a part
has
of
control over his senses.
So what I'm trying to say is that indriyas are something made of matter, and he knows I am not this indriya, these are just my tools. It's like I close my window because wind was coming. I keep the windows open and I get shivery, then it's my fault. So something like that. And I think that they said that the tortoise is such a great analogy because he has 4 limbs and 1 head, and we have 5 indriyas.
Yeah.
So वो ऐसे withdraw कर लेता है, फिर वो कुछ मारो पीटो उसको कुछ नहीं होता. It's hard shell. Yeah. And then here in the commentary I saw something really good, which I wanted to share with you, because we were talking about that last time, that it says the capacity in an individual to withdraw his senses at will from the fields of object is called in Yoga Shastra as pratyahar. I don't know if you've heard of the word pratyahar. There are 8. And for a bhakt, and people who are in bhakti yoga, to a devotee, this comes automatically. Why? Because he is all eyes and ears only for the form and stories of the beloved Lord. जैसे ये हरे कृष्णा के लोग हैं, वो लोग झूमते रहते हैं, तो उनको बाहर कुछ भी हो रहा है फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता है, because they are so engrossed in their Krishna love. So एक तो योगी is pratyahar, bhakt is like उसको कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता because his ears, eyes are for Bhagwan. To a Vedantin means what we are studying. Again, it's called Uprati. So all 3 meanings are the same. Uprati comes out of his well-developed and sharpened discriminative faculty, with which his intellect makes his mind understand the futility of its licking the joys and happiness crumbs in the wayside ditches of sensuousness. That's his language. But basically he's saying that Vedantin अपने बुद्धि से सोचता है कि, like you were saying, कि भाई ये संसार है, वो कॉन्शियसनेस है, संसार में सब बदलता रहता है, तो इसलिए मुझे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ना चाहिए. So that's the reason he withdraws. So there could be 3 different ways to do it, but the result is the same, and the words are different. So those were the 2 verses. And then before we move forward, remember you asked a question last time about the 5 pranas?
Yeah, I also got the answer. Yeah.
Very good. So we can all share. So I can
I think we should first do the what they have missed last class, what it is, and then we can go to the five pranas.
Okay, we can
Summary
do
of
that.
that, yeah.
So summary, what we can do is we can just read the
Last.
verse, the English translation of the verse, so
Yeah.
of
Right.
1 and 2, so that will bring out, where we are.
Page 31?
So I think किस की book
Because
same
they
है? दो book same है और दो
You
same है.
just give the verse name. I think it's verses 3.
Mantra 6.
आगामा प्रकरण में है. मेरे book में the first verse is on page 22.
Hari Om, that one?
Yeah, Hari Om.
Okay.
आप लोग की book में one of you find out आगामा प्रकरण is the chapter.
Oh, you want to share?
Chapter 1.
I can listen, let them, they're gonna read the English translation.
Yeah, they both can share. You can give me a
Otherwise,
book.
we both will share.
Okay,
Jagrati,
We both will share.
thanks.
Agama Prakama.
Yeah, मुझे दो. I might be able to pull it
Hari
out
Om.
quickly.
मेरी और आपकी
Page
एक
22.
जैसी है.
नहीं ये इनके में page 22 नहीं है.
हाँ तो उसके आसपास ही होगा.
नहीं ये बहुत different है page.
ये पेज 4 में है.
हरि
Yeah.
ओम.
इसमें पेज 4.
Page, oh.
हाँ, see
The page
4
numbers
के
are
back
different in yours.
You'll get the first verse.
This one?
Yeah, Hari Om.
Okay.
Okay.
So Shireen, you want to just read the English translation?
Okay, 3 verses.
Hari Om. Hari Om, Om, the word is all this. A clear explanation of it is the following. All that is past, present and future. Verily is Om. That which is beyond the 3 periods of time is also indeed Om.
Yeah. No chapter, no verse 2.
So we all understood that Om is
Yeah.
the symbol of that consciousness. Everything is Om.
Om.
Next one, verse 2.
Verse 2 is where?
All this is verily Brahm.
You're jumping from.
Yeah, but because we have already
Oh,
finished
We
all
already
that.
finished this, no?
They
All
just
this
give
is
you a
verily
little
Brahman.
idea.
This Atman is Brahman. This Atman has 4 quarters, parts. In the last month.
No, we don't read bus itna hi.
Okay, okay.
So everybody understood this part, and remember that I sent that Mahavakyas to everybody.
Yes.
So the Atma is Brahman is from there. This Aya Atma Brahma means हमारी जो आत्मा है वो भी वही है, right? And it's just saying that it has 4 and it's going to discuss what the 4 is. So that's what we finished. So everybody can study at home. Oh, we finished this one. And now we have gone to the Sushupti, right? No, not Sushupti, sorry, Swapna. The third verse.
The तीन
Dream.
वो जो अवस्था है.
उसमें से
You have to do the third one also. Read the third one also. Third verse.
no, sorry, number
The
2
first
was
The first quarter.
Number 2 was किस्सा ब्रह्म है.
Yeah.
yes,
आपने
and
बोला.
now we are going to Jagrit. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we have done the third yesterday, last time.
We did half of it.
Yeah.
No, we finished. Sorry.
Yeah, we
did.
finished
The
Jagat,
waking
we
state.
were at that
Now do
18
the
now.
third one.
No,
The
no,
first quarter
sorry.
is.
The first quarter
Yeah,
is
that one, yeah.
Vaishnava,
Vaishwanara.
Vaishwanara.
whose sphere of activity is the waking state, who is conscious of the external world of objects, who has 7 limbs and 19 mouths, and who enjoys the gross objects of the world. The unit of life.
No,
No, we
so
have finished
फिर
it.
हमने कर लिया था, हमने आधा कर लिया था. I have a
Okay.
marking here.
So
So now
7
maybe
limbs.
Sneha, you want, or one of you can summarize what we did last time if you want to.
No, you do it. I'm
You
not
want
so
me
good.
to do it?
Yeah.
So, okay, he talked about 4 different parts.
parts.
Now we have to remember that at the highest level there are no parts, and we discussed that how the space is one but it looks like parts, so just keep that in mind.
Yeah.
What are the 4 parts? The first one is the Jagrit Avastha,
The
means
waking state.
जो अभी हम लोग experience कर रहे हैं.
Gross objects
उसका
of the
description दिया है तो उसमें, and then I think that we had talked about there is a microcosm and there is macrocosm, right? So now the Vaishwan are giving the indication and we are supposed to know what it is. If you have a Vedantic background, you have studied this before, then it's fine. But if you have not, then we'll just discuss it. And what he's saying is that firstly, he was conscious of the external world of objects. In this state only we are conscious of everybody, right? जब हम लोग सो जाते हैं फिर deep sleep में तुमको ये भी नहीं मालूम कि बगल में कौन सो रहा है, right? So इसमें we are conscious, so that's one condition. And then who has 7 limbs and 9 objects of the world, 19 mouths. We think we have one mouth, we eat from one mouth, but he's talking about, like 5 indriyas, sunna, dekna, and then 5 organs of action, hands, legs, private parts, and all those are organs of action, they call it in Vedanta. And then 5 pranas. And then we will discuss that, because what were the 5 pranas, that it's a
Action
division.
may hands, legs, mouth also comes in there.
No, that's indriya.
That's Indriya.
Action
5
is when
indriyas.
you act. Indriya is which takes the
The tongue
information.
will come in the action because it speaks.
Tongue, tongue.
Tongue will come.
Tongue comes in both.
The tongue comes in. both.
So
It
it is
comes
taste,
hands,
taste,
Legs and our
Tongue,
excretory and
those,
Sex
okay.
also.
sex organ
And
and
what else?
urination and
Urination,
excretion.
Reproductive organs.
So that's an action too.
That comes in one, urination.
Those are 5 karmendriyas they call it.
But if they
जिससे
say
हम
action
action
होता
होता
No,
है.
but which are the 7
होता
limbs?
है.
7 limbs are which?
वो आगे आएगा अभी.
Okay.
Because that is in macrocosm में. इसलिए when we read वो भी हमने अब पढ़ा नहीं है. That we'll be doing together the 7
Okay.
limbs.
Okay.
So and the pranas, 5 pranas. So
I'll give a small explanation, then you can give the big
yes,
one.
sure.
Because I also read about it.
Good. That's the whole idea, that we go and do some research also, whatever question we don't know.
I did not chance to do no research, no reading.
No, that's
That's okay, you had guessed.
well, that's why we have each other, to kind of, whoever has done it can share.
Through the 8 stages. Okay. Yeah, prana is usually translated as breath.
Yes.
It's a life force.
Yeah.
But yet this is only one of its manifestation of the human body. If breathing stops, so does life. So ancient sages knew that all the functions of the body were performed by 5 types of vital energy. Prana vayus. They are known as pran here. The generic term is used to designate the particular apana, samana, udana and vyana. There are specific aspects of one vital cosmic force, vital wind. The primeval principle of existence in all beings. God is one, but the wise designated him by various names, and so it is with prana. Prana is actually one only, but it is just giving it 5 different names. Prana moves in the thoracic region and controls breathing. It controls the breathing. It absorbs vital atmospheric energy, and they're saying the breathing itself is not the energy.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
only a vehicle to carry the
Body.
energy.
The
energy.
pran mein
Pran is the energy. See, like we are body, and what is is the energy. And that energy is all cosmic, everything. So when we are breathing, it's actually the cosmic energy that we are breathing. So our breathing itself is the vehicle to carry this energy.
So we never stop breathing. We are doing it 24
Yeah,
hours.
Yeah.
Yes,
the body,
we need
dead
that
body
energy.
doesn't have any pran. Dead body.
That's
Yeah,
the
of course. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's one is the throat. That's the breathing is one of the energy. Apana moves in the lower abdomen and controls the elimination of urine, semen, and feces.
So excretory
This is
system
this part of the
yeah,
body.
it's called apan.
The
Apan.
lower.
Samana or saman. strokes-
Saman.
Samana.
This is saman means balance.
This is-
Saman ho
हाँ,
jana.
saman.
Saman, acha. It strokes the gastric fires, aiding digestion and maintaining the harmonious functioning of the abdominal organs. Then it integrates the whole of the human gross body. Udana, working through the throat. This is the pharynx and the larynx, controls the vocal cords and the intake of air and food. Vyana pervades the entire body, distributing the derived energy from the food and breath through the arteries, veins and nerves. So this is a short form, you can elaborate more.
So what?
difficult to
This
remember
is
all
similar,
the
but I
main
would say
thing
it in a
actually.
more like this thing
When the
starting
food
from.
is digested, then the blood and the nerve system, takes it, and the oxygen also is carried by the blood, so it's all goes.
No, all these names, prana, udana, whatever, savana, whatever, it's
Yeah.
so difficult to remember.
Yeah, we don't need
No,
to know all that.
This is the grammar that you have to learn.
No,
to
we-
learn
the
We
thing
don't
how
is
need
to
to
that-
understand that. No.
Yeah, if you
You just
if you
have to
don't, but
understand
it's
it,
a good
that's all.
idea to know because
Just to know it, that's all.
Fine.
because
different types of
Vedanta is
prana.
like it encompasses everything.
And what they do.
Yeah.
What they do.
See.
So maybe once you learn this now, you will can even appreciate more when you do
So
pranayama.
I can say
See,
my
this book
savana
I
is
tried
not
to
working.
read it, I couldn't
Sometimes
understand it. Now
when
when
you
I
have a tummy upset, savana doesn't work.
It's not in
No.
one doesn't go into words. One goes into the whole
Okay, let
context.
me
of it.
do the way that I
Alright,
did, so
alright.
see if you can understand it better. So
See,
this
like-
is
And one more thing I want to add is I tried to read this book, I didn't understand it. Now when I'm reading after doing this,
that's
it's
the
making more
idea.
sense.
It's more sense.
I had this book for 20 years, but I didn't read it.